So we're recording. So we're gonna now that we've got some attunement with our bodies, I'm gonna have you practice this resonant processing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my video out. And Eva, what I'm going to ask you to do is I want you to take a deep breath and bring up a thought that gives you a potently good feeling. You're not going to tell us what it is, so it can be any thought that's even if it's hard to explain. Do you have that thought?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you bring up that thought, Eva, and notice where your body responds with those feelings, Bailee, I'm going to ask you to notice the shape of your body, turn attention into, we used the image of the fascia before, right? The connective tissues that connect throughout the body. And I'm going to ask you to, as you breathe, Bailee, and turn attention into your body space, into that sort of fascial image. Um, Breathe deeper than normal. Imagine that your body goes clear and that there is sort of a magnetic force behind you that allows Eva's neural output to touch you and move through you towards that magnet. Okay? The purpose of the image, the purpose of the clarity is to sort of allow you enough separation so that there's no overwhelm and defensive pushing back, or to reduce the defensive pushing back. You're using your human dissociative faculty just a bit. Um, and the reason for the imagining that you're allowing it to draw through you is just, it's a relatable image. That's something we're hardwired to do, except you're just consciously activating it. So breathe deep, imagine yourself clear, get super interested in what you notice in your body, Bailee. And Eva, as you keep breathing deep and turning attention into the image of uh, this uh, this thing that gives a feeling, noticing the feeling, intermittently notice that you're being watched by Bailee. And Eva, I'm going to ask you, in general, what are some of the things happening in your body as you continue to do this?
Sort of getting like an energy kind of like bloom from my chest, like down my arms.
Uh-huh.
I know what it feels like.
Yeah, there's that feeling there. Okay. Bailee, keep turning attention into you. The combination of both her neural output and your whatever you register from it in your body and her words, it's usually going to have an impact. And out of curiosity, when she said that, Bailee, did you get a feeling or some kind of a shift inside?
I do sort of feel a sensation, but it's weirdly in my face, like here, and then maybe the shoulders a little bit. It's not like a negative one, like when we was turning the attention to inside our bodies and we both sort of felt it in the throat areas. It's you could definitely tell the difference between the feelings.
Different for sure. And when it comes to how your body processes, it is going to be different than the other person that you're sitting with. So continue to breathe. Keep turning your attention back to your fascia going clear, Bailee, and like this magnet drawing feelings through you. Whatever responses you have to her and her output, it's going to run through your processor. And you noticed it's like, oh wow, I have this energetic discharge in the face. I can feel it, you know. Um, and then these other things, these other feelings in the shoulders. And you will mutually impact one another. That's just this reality. When you're connecting with a person, you're going to mutually impact one another. We can talk about it on the more gross manifestations of it in terms of transference and countertransference, but really there's this much more rapid microscopic process always at play, and consciousness into it absolutely alters the presentation and what you can do with it. Here you are, humans, hardwired empaths, um, but bringing consciousness into it, it changes the experience. So keep breathing. We're going to just do this for just about one more minute. Okay, and in a moment we'll end the recording, but I'm going to ask you now, what are you noticing?
I definitely did notice quite a prominent sensation like here that I didn't feel before until trying to in-tune Eva.
Mm-hmm. And as she attuned to you, Eva, what did you notice?
I feel like the feeling kind of relaxed a little bit, but not in a bad way. Like it's not like it was going away. It was kind of, I don't know. I mean, what you were saying before about whether it was when you asked Bailee before, like whether the feeling was being suppressed or if it was going kind of through the channel to the other person, I would say it felt much more like the latter. So
Yeah, the image does absolutely affect the experience, and so especially if you can share sort of a mutual image, so you notice it's like then you were able to feel that movement as if it was going through. Yes.
mm.
All right. Well, thank you for joining in on this exercise. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording.